All right, today we're going to be looking at slope-intercept form, and it's one of the most common, famous forms that you're going to look at linear equations with. So general slope-intercept form is this right here, where we have y equals mx plus b. In this setup, m is going to represent our slope, so that's where we talked about the other day. So remember, slope is going to be rise over run, so it tells us how far we're going up top, and then down below it tells us how far we're going to the right. And then B is going to be our y-intercept, so where it crosses the y-axis. Okay, so that is your slope-intercept form. And they give you a quick example over here. So M is how far we're going up over how far we're going to the right. Y-intercept is just where we cross the y-axis. So for example 1, the first ones anyways, they want you to write it in slope-intercept form given the information, both slope and intercept. So for this right here, it's just going to be y equals 2x minus 1. You have your y equals, the slope touches the x, the y-intercept is on the end. Number 2, it's going to be the same deal. You got y equals negative 3/5 x. Y-intercept of 4, so plus 4 in the end. And then for the third one, a slope of negative 3, so we got y equals negative 3x. Since the y-intercept is 0, I don't even need to include it on the end. If you were to put plus 0 on the end, it would still be correct, but there's no need to. Second form we're going to look at today is called standard form. So standard form is when you have both variables x and y on the left-hand side and it equals a constant. This helps us find x and y intercepts easily. We want to be able, though, to convert from standard form to slope-intercept form, and to do that, it's all about getting y by itself. So in these setups, I'm going to split it into a left and right-hand side. I'm going to see where my y is, and I want to move everything else over. So the first thing I got to move over here is the 2x. I'm going to do that by subtracting 2x from each side. This is going to be y equals. And then since I want slope-intercept form, I'm going to go ahead and throw the x first. So it's going to be a negative 2x. The 3 up here was positive, so I'm going to go plus 3 on the end. Okay. Number 8, go ahead again. You find your y. It's right there. So to move the 4x over, I subtract it. It's going to give me negative y equals negative 4x. And then since we have a negative y, that's the same thing as a negative 1. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 1. Get y equals 4x. For number 9, we're going to start off by subtracting x from each side. So we're going to get negative 3y equals negative x plus 12. And then we're going to divide every single thing by negative 3. So on the left-hand side, it's gone, leaving me with y. Right-hand side, I got a negative x, that's really negative 1, divide negative 3. So it's going to be 1/3 x. And then I have 12 divided by negative 3. It's going to give me a minus 4. Last one on this page, you go ahead and subtract x from each side. So negative y equals negative x minus 8. It's a negative 1y, so I have to divide every single thing by negative 1. Gives me y equals x plus 8. All right, on the back, they give you more examples of that. You can go ahead and attempt those on your own.